Alright, timer counting down. We're gonna see some action pretty soon. Ooh, Sean's stream is so desynced from Nightmares on my screen.
On my side, it's 17, 18, 19 on both sides.
Oh, really? I'm gonna be a little bit behind. Actually, a lot of bit behind. I guess my internet connection's terrible.
I can just stop it and be
Yeah,
on sync.
I'm gonna be at 20, 21, 22.
Okay, I'll pause for like 12 seconds. Tell
Sean's
me when you're at
screen
24.
keeps like going gray on me as well. That might be a little bit of it. Maybe I'll restart his stream really quick. Give me 1 second.
It's alright.
Because I think that might be a little bit what it is.
Oh yeah, Sean is playing. He's playing to win that for sure. He did a pretty sick gamble there with the double blue, and he got it and saved quite a lot of time with it. It was pretty cool.
Alright. This seems to be loading better now. So I probably messed you up a little bit now because now it looks like I'm ahead. 217, 218, 219.
Jesus, yeah. Pause like seconds.
My bad, I'll take the blame.
Alright, it's all good.
But now Sean's stream's not freezing on my end, so that's a good thing. If you want to, pressing the in key makes the stream go forward by 4 seconds.
Oh really? Okay.
Uh-huh. It resets, like, if he made the screen smaller, though.
I'm at 238.
238? Yeah, I'm at 256.
Yeah. I cannot fast forward it because. Alright, I'm just gonna read all my streams then.
Okay, my bad again.
Sorry.
In the meantime, while he's doing that, Sean is off to a bit of a lead right now. He's pulled ahead pretty quickly right now. Getting close to the middle of level 5 here. He got a really nice T clear with the yellows. And we got Nightmare just now moving on to level 5, so he's down by 15 viruses already.
Alright, I'm at 333. 343, 344, 45, 46.
Perfect. Now we're good.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Nightmare got quite a problem on level 4, I think, because he tried to do a few combos with double blues on the bottom of his board, but he created quite a mess. And now he's gonna have a big problem because on level 5 he has no blue virus left, and there is still 11 virus on the board. This is not good.
Yeah, a little bit of a shaky start for him at the beginning here. I think this was more of a little bit unfortunate with the blue viruses being towards the top on this board. He should be able to work around this a little bit. He keeps getting double blue pills and just pills with blues on him though. Oh god.
Yeah, it's keep piling on, but now he's good now. But it took a lot of time, and for him, a very high 4 is not good for the 0 to 5.
Sean almost had a sub 4 for the first 5, and he's still going to be around 15 viruses ahead right now, so he's looking really, really good.
Oh, that's a nice play by Nightmare there with the double reds. That's gonna save him a lot of time actually. Oh yeah, Sean with a great start here.
I guess it shows the true way to practice before your match is just keep going after level 20 and see how far you can get.
Yeah,
Keeps your brain thinking for sure. Wonder if Sean's gonna look for a double yellow to get a horizontal. He kind of blocked off his path though.
Alright, that's good. He was waiting for yellow blue to put to create a T, but he just chose the second option to do the red yellow. He had two options, so that's good when you have two possible pills to create a good combo. Makes you way more it makes you want to just wait for it.
And he's gonna clean up the rest of this board pretty quickly here. Just a couple reds to go. And a blue at the right. He had the perfect awareness to notice that he had two spaces below both of those viruses, so he just set the pills underneath to avoid the falling time.
Oh yeah, and those seconds adds up very fast. And ACM talk about it. When you clear lines, it takes so much time to when you clear for a line, the game paused like half a second every time just to clear the lineup on the board. When you clear two lines at the same time, well, you save the time for one more clear. So you save half a second. So you good players, very good players, gonna want to actually clear two lines at the same time to avoid to wait for the game to clear the lines. We might see those players do that play a couple times.
Yeah, for sure, especially when the board's cleared up a lot at the end too. Because it's the fact that maybe it's a little bit slower to actually get your pill at the bottom rather than the top because you can't immediately drop it, but then avoid watching that sucker slowly just go down. It feels like it torments you too. It's like you yell at it to go faster, but it just inches its way down.
Yeah, and we saw Sean there, instead of putting the yellows, he was getting to clear the yellows on the top of the board. He just waited for a double yellow to avoid to wait for the game, the drop time. It's a lot of seconds lost. So he just gambled to wait for a double yellow.
He had a pretty good setup at the beginning of this next board too. Had a couple double color pills to begin with, and he found a use to get some horizontal clears down to the bottom. And look, he has a whole right side free to work with, so now he can build underneath on the left side too and knock out any colors that he might not immediately have on top.
He wasn't sure where to put that. Oh yeah, that was a good play there. It took a lot of seconds to think about it, but that was very good. Now it's Nightmare turn to have a very good board at the beginning. You could clear those two yellows on the right side, the two blues on the right side with horizontals. Let's see how he's gonna manage this board. Yep, he's going for the horizontal for the blues. Oh yeah, and he looks like he's waiting for the double yellow too. And now it's gambling time. Is he gonna wait or not?
Yeah, we'll see pretty shortly here.
And he wasn't sure there. See, that's like he could have placed the double red on the right side and wait for the double yellow to drop. He just waited. Like that's the classic. You wait, you give up on the plan, and the next spill, the game give it to you. And now he's come back at it again with the plan, but maybe the game won't give it now. But now he's just forced to wait.
Yeah, anytime he wants
He's
the
forced. Yeah.
double yellow, it's not giving it to him. If he gives up on the plan, it's like, oh, here's that double yellow you waited for so long. He's gonna get it here though, so he'll manage to clear up those viruses finally. But he's still got a couple in the corner there, so overall I think he lost a little bit of time trying to wait for it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just a little bit unlucky. It was like the pills just came at the wrong time, and that'll happen.
Oh, a little misplaced there, but Sean will be happy with 11:20 in the race. That's a great time.
And he's got pretty much a 40 virus lead right now too. Ooh, that bad misplacement by Nightmare there.
Yeah, it looks like a silly mistake, but that's like it takes like 2-3 pills to clear, so that's like 2 seconds. Those small mistakes adds up. And now Sean is gambling for a double blue or a blue yellow. Yeah, blue yellow will do fine.
So many yellow viruses on Nightmare's screen right now towards the top. Fortunately for him, he had a lot set up pretty well, and he's going to be able to clear him out with some double yellows. And just like that, like 6 of those yellow viruses are gone within 3 pills.
He tried some risky stuff there, but it went well. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was his plan for double red on the yellows. Now he's alright. He's fine, but that was risky again. So it looks like Sean has like an almost 2-minute lead after 10 levels.
Yeah, just about. It's still almost that whole level lead. So when you're getting to the later levels in the 12 to 15 range, you can get like 1.5 to 2-minute stages, I guess. Oh, Sean with a lack of yellows, kind of not sure what to do with a couple of them. He made some mistakes for him. Managed to make a pretty good combo on the left side of the screen there. I actually didn't see that.
Yeah, he played he did a safe play there by clearing the blue line for the horizontal. That's okay. Oh, now he's got a good horizontal for the reds. That cleared up some viruses.
That's when you can tell it's a good player. Like, it looked really, really shaky at the beginning there. Like, it could have been a lot of work to make up. And then, out of nowhere, Sean erased all his mistakes, and his board's getting close to being finished now. like the rest of his board towards the bottom is mostly paired up viruses, so if he
Oh yeah,
finds the
that's a
right
great
moves
board.
here, this should go really, really quick. And he's getting the exact pills that he needs too. This is making me laugh.
Oh yeah, he had like at least like 2 3 spots to put a double red, but he placed it at like the most like it's a risky play, but then again, if it works, it's gonna save so much time, and he just cleared like a Arnold with the blues. It's always good to clear 2 viruses with 1 pill.
I think he's looking for a red and a blue pill to put in the middle now. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so with the mistakes towards the beginning of that level, I think he cleaned it up fairly quick and got himself a solid time for that stage.
And now it's Nightmare's turn to have a very good board. That's a lot of paired up viruses, and he keeps getting the double pills.
Do you know anything about the RNG for pill placement for this version? Because I know most of the time it tries to favor putting a lot of viruses together, but sometimes it'll just kind of have like bad patterns.
Uh, if I recall correctly, I think the games is putting 1 virus one at a time, and it needs to respect some rules. Like you won't have 3 viruses with the same color together. So it's just the game plays the first one at a time.
Okay.
If the virus doesn't respect the rule, the game will just place it somewhere else. And for each level, there's a maximum height of the virus. And I think the ratio of the viruses needs to be respected too. So like on the first level, you won't have 4 blues. Let's say you will always have one of each. But you won't have equals of viruses every time. There's a range of the game that the game allows. So you may have a board where you have more blues and reds. And if all those blues are like on the bottom of the level, you will have a problem, and you have nothing to do about it. Just need to clear it. Let's see if Nightmare's gonna put a red yellow in the oh, he could have placed like a red yellow in the middle of the board to clear the horizontal red, just because now he's gonna have a problem there. Okay, he's waiting for the blue red on the right side. Oh my god! That was I was sure he was setting up for the T there on the right side.
Yeah,
I don't know what
just
he's doing now.
missed it, I guess. He's got himself a scary situation right now.
Yeah, you get somewhat of tunnel vision in this game. You see a plan and you go through it, and you might miss better plans on the way. Yeah, Sean's still with that's a 1 level lead. And this is a pretty heavy lead at this point.
when you get a full level lead kind of early on, you could say it's not too much, especially for 0 to 20, because there's so much time to make up later on. But when you have this much of a lead late in the game, you can afford to make some mistakes and still have a pretty good lead. Because at this point in time, it's close to 50 viruses that Nightmare is going to have to catch up on, and that's no easy task.
And once again, he needs to fight against a pretty bad level there. The yellows were all on the bottom of the board. Now it's okay, but it took quite a bit of time. But now he has yellows everywhere. And almost no reds.
You kind of lose track on focusing to clear one specific color, because that's like the color that's on your top row to clear. Sometimes you focus on it a little bit too much, end up clearing them all, and then you do the same thing again with a different color on the next row. I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, and unfortunately, often you don't have any way to avoid it actually, because the game will just give you all the reds. So you're gonna clear viruses, but now the game will keep you getting reds, but there's no reds left on the board. But just need to persevere. Oh, that was good thinking by Nightmare there for the blue on the right side. I didn't see it. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I
Cleared
didn't
the
see
two
that
yellows with the double yellow. That was pretty sweet.
That's always something you can keep a note of towards the end of clearing a board, is if there are, like, let's say yellow viruses like that and they're close enough to be cleared at the same time, and you have the time to like afford to try to build for it, then go for it. It'll save you a couple pills. So we got Sean starting the final 5 levels now. He's ahead of his average on his splits right now, so he's playing pretty good for him.
Yeah, Sean needs to work up on the blue on the right side because he doesn't have any spot for reds. He had like 3 rows of blue and yellow viruses. I feel like Nightmare did a better 11-15 than Sean. Or very close to it. All the time he lost was in like the first 5 levels. Or well, the first 10 levels. So Sean did an 11. No, he did a 10-40. Yeah, Nightmare did a better 11-15.
Yeah, I
than
think
Sean.
so, because we were saying he was
Not by much, but
down by 50 viruses, and now the gap's 40, so that's a little bit of what he needed, I guess. And you know, if he brings a little bit of that into these last 5 levels too, he could bring the gap
no,
closer.
this is not over. Yeah. But it goes fast now. It's 50 virus lead. You can see that Sean is like doesn't think much. He plays very fast, especially in the last 10 levels, the 10 viruses. He knows what he's doing, and he knows what the plan you want to achieve. Ooh, that was kind of risky play there by Sean. I don't know if he wanted to do that or not. It's gonna be, yeah, he's taking his time, and as he should, because he's having a problem here. Let's see what he wants to do here. He has a couple ways, but I think the risky play will be to clear the red viruses on the left side before doing anything else with the yellows.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because that will, if he can find a way to get the blues cleared underneath first, then it'll set up to clear all three of those reds on the left side, but he's just gonna have a little bit of a tough time getting there.
Ah, he was patient, but it was good. Alright.
Yeah,
When
so
you're in a race and you top off your board, it gets pretty intense, and you really don't want a game over.
definitely not. But with that at the beginning, that did waste some time for Sean, so I think Nightmare is going to catch up a little bit more because of that. So those little things are what's going to keep Nightmare in it. As long as he can clear off this board pretty fast at the end here, which he should be able to.
And a very fortunate double red there that's gonna help him a lot. Yeah, the gap's still on.
Yeah,
on
it's still
50
about the
viruses.
same.
Nightmare is playing a really risky game. Maybe he's playing risky because he knows he's behind. That was pretty risky what he just did in the beginning of the level.
Yeah, and it's going to leave him with the unwanted blue pill right in the center there, blocking off his yellow virus. Wonder if
Yeah,
he'll
he's
try
not
to go
getting
for
any
a
blue, too.
horizontal to clear it. I think he might. Yep. There's some good plays working down from him. He actually, if you look at the virus count right now, it's getting a lot closer.
Yeah.
Nightmare with a statement there, man. He's not out of it just yet. I think this is the closest match I've seen so far in the 0-20 round towards the end here.
Oh, nice shot with a big T there that clears some blues. Feels like the gap's still around 50 viruses. But there's still 18, 19, and 20. It went down to 40.
Yeah, he gained a little bit there. I think it was most of the middle game. Nightmare was finding a lot of good clears. on level 17, but towards the end it was just a little bit slow trying to clean up again. And Sean's kind of been speeding through this board right now.
But Sean gets the probably the worst style of virus placement. You know, on the bottom there's like some checkerboards with blues and reds.
Yeah, I see that.
This is not fun.
I guess it's kind of hard to see a lead though a little bit with how these levels play out, because I feel like the middle of these later levels is probably when you're going to clear the most viruses, because you have so many options on where to put some pills. Sean making some good work towards the end here though. Making use
horizontals
of the
are very useful at the end. Yeah, that's a good level for Sean there. Looks like a 2:30:18. That's pretty good. He was averaging 3 minutes on 17 and 16 and 17. 2:30:18 is good.
Yeah, you could tell it was kind of the same situation as the last level too. Nightmare was clawing back a little bit, but now Sean's starting 19. Nightmare's trying to finish up 18, but it's going a little bit slow. Especially because he's got those last 4 viruses in the corner there, and he's not going to be able to get a double clear out of the blues.
Yeah, he's forced to clear it manually. Like those 5-6 viruses took a lot of time to be cleared.
Still, I guess, kind of the same lead as it has been. It only takes Sean 1 mistake though, especially if it's like a top out towards the beginning of the level. I mean, it wouldn't be enough to... What's that?
No, yeah, well, no, Sean will need like to game over to lose this at this point.
Probably a little bit more than a game over too. Depends on how early or late it is into the level. Because if it's like a game over within the first 3 pills, that's not gonna catch up Nightmare or anything.
But they both play, like, if the race would have started at level 11, it would be like almost tied now. It's always because of the first 10 levels. They're both playing exactly the same thing. The same quality of runs. I think I could have waited a bit more for the double yellow on Sean's side. Oh, he needs to be careful here. Wow, okay. Don't game over late on 19.
Yeah, that would be really, really bad. That would mean that Nightmare almost was in the driver's seat, and there would probably be no way he lost.
Ooh, let's see what Sean's gonna do here. Pretty intense.
Uh-oh.
He should be fine, but it was scary. And he's a double red. Now he gave up on double red. Oh, this is... Oh my god. Okay. Don't try this at home. That's gonna squeeze the lead a bit.
Yeah. Just a bit. That's a little bit of what Nightmare needed, though. For sure, because Sean is just now trying to get through the rest of this mess up at the top.
Yeah.
And it's still pretty tall.
Yeah, that red-yellow, it's been like 10-12 pills of red and blues. No red yellow. That's what you need bad.
And Nightmare's almost done with this level right here too. He just needs that one last blue virus. And Sean's stack is still pretty high. Yeah, he's cleared out quite a few viruses, but
the lead drops to 30 now.
This is anyone's game at this point in time. If Nightmare finds the good enough locations to put pills and gets a lot of horizontals and double virus clears, he can take this, because he's already cleared that top row very easily, has a lot of space to work with. The reds are a little bit of a problem, but
yeah, lead down to 20 now. Made it interesting.
yeah, for real. Yeah, there's still a significant virus lead though, so this is probably still Sean's to take. He's got nothing really that he has to work around. Plenty of reds to work with, yellows and blues.
He's gonna need to do a 4-key and forget a virus at the end.
Yeah. Just don't top out on the level afterward.
Yeah, true. Alright, looks like Sean's gonna get it with a 36.
Yeah, I don't see him screwing this up. Still with over 20 virus lead right now. Unless he forgets that yellow at the bottom left. Oh no. Yep.
Nice, man.
Yeah, should be right on the edge of a 36 here. Yep, that'll do it for him.
36.54 and on timer and on SRL.
Good stuff for Sean. I was pretty impressed with how he kept composed though on the last level, with like all the viruses still on the top row and the like pills not matching them. He kept it cool.
Yep.
We got Nightmare with his last 4 viruses as well, so this was a pretty close race for sure. Less than a minute gap. Just needs those last couple red pills. It's gonna be a 37:38 on this timer. He split a little late, and a 37:40 on race spot. So that was sick. I'm pretty sure that was the closest match we've had so far of 0 to 20.
Yeah, oh yeah. And that was to be expected. I was playing the winner of this match, and I wasn't really sure which one I was gonna play on semifinals. But yeah, it all came down to I think it was level 8 on Nightmare side. I think it took like almost 2 minutes to clear on 0-10. I think it break a bit of his concentration probably.
That and a little bit of a slow start to 0 to 5 too, because Sean, he had almost a 1 minute lead going into 6.
Yeah. Hey, and there's Sean.
Hi.
What's up? Congrats.
Oh my god, I fell apart in 16 to 20.
I was carry on 20, dude. I was scared. It was good for you.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The gap was shortening and shortening each match, and then when we saw level 20, like you fumbling with the pills around at the beginning, we're like, oh no, this could be bad.
Yeah, I was scared. And then like that one move happened where like the yellow fell down, and I was like, okay, there's yellow everywhere, but I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, you waited I think like 20 pills for a double yellow in the beginning of 20, and then you waited I think like another 20 pills to get the big T with the yellows.
Yep.
Classic. But yeah, you were a minute and 40 seconds ahead after 10 levels. So that's why I said like the first 10 levels you won by quite a bit. But I think Nightmare did he played almost a minute faster than you in the rest. So he was climbing back by level, but he just held the lead.
Yeah, I had a 14:51, 16-20. That's no bueno. At least for me.
Yeah.
You can donate your 1451 to me if you want. That'd be
The
much
40
appreciated.
donations. He wants that 14. The magic sub 3 average.
But yeah, good stuff for you, Sean. Moving on, and we're gonna have a clash between you and Hippo in the semifinals. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm done for, dude. See
Yeah,
you guys in the bronze match.
The best two out of three will be fun. We
See you
both
in
can
the
play
bronze
very
match.
good and crumble at the same time. We're both pretty emotional players when we play, so we can crumble so bad and play so good if we get in the zone. I haven't seen you get sub 1130s and 010 much when you play, Sean. That was a pretty good 010 for you, I think.
It was ridiculously good for me, yeah. Everything was pretty much falling into place. Every decision that I made, I was getting the pills that I wanted for it at the beginning. I just had a couple of I think I had like one misplaced pill, and yeah, would have been a sub 11 if I played perfectly, but it seemed the decisions I was making were good.
Dude,
Looks
I
like
told
we're-
you you would win.
Oh, that
I
was
almost
close,
gave it
man.
to you though, dude. I almost game over it on 20.
Like, late or early?
Kind of early, but not like I went with it, and then there's a couple more times where if I had just made one wrong move, I would have definitely lost 40 more seconds.
Yeah. I think it was my 4 or 3. I just completely lost sense of anything I was doing. It's really bad.
Yeah, I think you had like a 2 minutes 4 or something. But that's
That's a
what
close
happened.
race still.
Yeah,
Definitely.
the last part of the run you played better. Was like you were like at the beginning of 16, I think you were like 60 virus behind, and then at 18 you were like at 50, 19 you were at 40, and then Sean was almost gaming over on 20, and you entered level 20 with at 30 virus lost, like behind.
It was that 16 to 20 races a few days ago. All the practice.
Yeah. Forgot to practice 010 though.
Yeah.
Time to drill 0 to 10. Never.
As
But
far
yeah,
as
congrats.
future matches go, though, I'm not sure about Grimmin and Ness, because Grim had a problem with his computer, so he might have to forfeit his match. He's figuring out something today on that. And then I have no clue about ACM and Cananophone.
I don't know why we have no news of ACM.
They'll figure out something either today or tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
Like, is it because he can't stream? Because we could, like, I don't know, do something with, like, videos. Just stream one run off stream with, like, a specific way, like, to know that it's the race run. I don't know.
Yeah, we could. I'll talk to him, because
Like,
made
game
it
over on
this
11,
far.
and we're gonna give you, like, 10 seconds.
It could be better. They just put a notepad over like one of the things that, like, just locally record during the race, and then when the race is about to start, Forky gives type I don't know, 5732 or random numbers, like a couple
true.
of them on a notepad, and then put them over the video and record. that there's no way he could guess it before, and he would have a local video
Yeah,
record
and at
during
the
the
end, you
race.
just you could just like do like a screenshot at the end, like right away, just to make sure that's it, the legit run. Yeah, that's could be it.
Just upload it to YouTube after or whatever.
Yeah, that could work.
Maybe have him mess around on the menus a bit. Just like stop at 10 for a bit, then go to 0 or something like that.
Oh yeah, like a lock.
Actually,
You
that's
know,
a
like
that's
a
a pretty
locker
good
lock?
idea.
10, 4, 7, 2, and then boom, start.
Well, I will contact him later and try to do something like that and see when Ness is available too. I'm sure Ness will most likely take the race, but it makes it to where Grim actually gets a shot at it. Good stuff there, guys.
The Master NES guy.
Very entertaining race. It's funny. I hate to point it out, but if they were even through 0 to 5, they probably would have finished even at the end.
Yes, I get it. I'm bad at 0 to 5.
Yeah, he beat me, so.
Yeah, getting like a 450 0 to 5 in a race is yep.
Oh yeah.
But you managed to recover well because like it's tough to actually keep concentration when you actually do have a bad start.
It all
That's
depends.
That's why I enjoy racing more.
Yeah,
Keeps concentrated throughout the whole game.
I feel like you play